set to go now on a prototypical rainy northwestern afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when West Virginia, he was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Smith. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll make it 3rd down. Geno now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Walker now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw is Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. Now to the ground, here's Walker. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Geno. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Chandler on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Cousins. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3-0 after one on EA's. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Chandler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Chandler will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ready, break.
Running left is Walker. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long.
Ready.
Now Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And it will tie things up at 6-6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Takes it at the 7. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings! A 93-yard kickoff return as his guys have now moved out in front. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Joseph on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 20.
Ready.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Here's Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. Get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Go!
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Smith. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans on the move past the 40. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Cousins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Geno on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To the air again, Smith. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and the deficit will hold pat at 13. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from, so field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you cross, getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Cousins throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he goes out right around the 39. A good gain on first. a couple of inches now from the 29. They go play action. Cousins. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They run it with Chandler. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Now Chandler. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Throwing again on second down. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Cousins will try and throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for... Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one taken just inside the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring...
Let's go now.
Now Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. On 1st down, Chandler. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Final minute now of the third quarter. From the red zone now, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawks take back over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Chandler. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Boy, how good has this defense been? See?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Powell on the return. There he goes, right side. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Joseph on for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. From the 50, it's Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Smith throwing again. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold it... in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.